when we want to do meditation practice, then we have to find a meditation teacher if you want to delve deeper into the practice. But I mean, other than what you mentioned, that you have to try out and then see whether the teacher's teachings is compatible with you. The other aspect is that how does one decide that the teaching that the teacher impart is in line with the Dhamma?
Good question. Good question. Yeah. So, the 4 points that I put up on the Nibbana, yeah, that actually is a good guide, because if you see, if the teacher actually is helping you to be able to let go easier, reduce your grasping, that is in the right direction. Yeah. And if the teacher is able to help you to actually stop the mental proliferation, that is also another point. Yeah. Same thing with instead of telling you, oh, when you meditate, you will see this and you will become like this, like that. That is also not quite right. Because when we meditate towards Nibbana, towards realizing Nibbana, is to be able to let go and see things arise and fall. Things will just arise and fall away, arise and fall away. And there's nothing for us to hang on to. Yeah. So if you start hanging on to, then there will be becoming and there will be suffering. So one is through that 4 points that I put up. The other thing is we also need to know a bit about the Buddha's teaching. That is also important for us to be able to know whether the teacher is teaching you in the correct direction. We ourselves must also do some homework to be able to know whether this teacher is actually saying the right thing or not. Yeah, we can listen to it and then judge for ourselves, and then have some discussion and ask to then see whether, is it following the correct direction? I thought it goes a bit the pesong. Then there's a question mark. Yeah. So once we know that, then yes, we can see a lot of time we need to actually follow the teacher for some time to be able to know whether the teacher is right or wrong in a way. Yeah. But if we have some recommendation from our friends who have gone through and have been following the teacher, chances are these teachers are good. But again, it also depends on us. A lot of time we may say, oh, I follow already, after some time, I cannot get it already. Maybe the teacher is not right for me. Yeah, or teacher is not saying the right thing. Again, check ourselves. Most of the time, it is us, not the teacher. Yeah, it is us that they couldn't get it. Yeah, we may then need to have another teacher when our mind is more open, and then see, actually that's what the teacher was trying to tell me, and then be able to continue from there. Because I have experienced it. Yeah, I've been following one teacher for some time. Then after some time, I'm just not getting it. I'm like stuck. But when I change another teacher, just follow another teacher for a short while, then I realized, oh, that's exactly what my first teacher was trying to tell me. So the fault is actually at us. A lot of time, it is at our end. All right, I hope that helps to know more pointers. All right, any question from the floor?
There's questions from Chua Pian Lee. Do Sister Lim teach meditation? If so, where and when?
No, I'm not a meditation teacher. I have to qualify that. I'm just a practitioner for some time, many years. I'm still where I am and still trying to find Nibbana. But yes, I've been meditating for, I think, more than 20 years. Yeah, and I'm not teaching. I don't teach. Yeah. There are many teachers. There are many good teachers out there. And I think BGF also bring in many teachers. Yeah, many teachers that you all can actually try out if you want to, if you're looking for a teacher. Okay.
Okay. Next question is from Ivy Ng. How do I know if I'm doing my meditation correctly without guidance?
That's why a teacher is important. when you start off with what I've just walked through with you, that is fine. Yeah, because that is just to be able to calm the mind and relax the mind. No problem. But if you want to go further, it is important to have a teacher, right? Find a teacher, then you go further. Because we are talking about the mind. And this mind can grasp at many things very easily and very fast without us even knowing it. It can just grasp at it. And this can be actually a hindrance, or it can actually lead us into a wrong direction. So if you are serious about doing meditation practice, I highly, highly recommend that you look for a teacher. Don't do it on your own. The first part of just finding the calmness and be able to calm your mind and not have the mind running here and there and just on the breath and find happiness and know some calmness, that one you can do. Go ahead, no problem. Yeah, but if you want to go further, find a teacher. Find a teacher. Okay? Ivy?
Now there's new questions from Yong Sui Kuen. Can you touch on the 12 steps in the samatha meditation?
Can, but let me see. I have the notes. See, I still need my notes. Actually, after the body, the first 4 steps is actually calming the mind, relaxing the body, and get the mind into a calming state. Right? Once the body is calm, is relaxed, and the mind is in a calmer state, that's where you feel joy in the meditation. And after that, it is actually to get the body to be more and more relaxed and the mind to be more and more calm. And that's what the steps are for us to continue to calm the mind down and find more and more joy. Because the next one is actually talking about you being able to see your mind, where it is. This mind is very calm and peaceful. And then you can gladden the mind. The mind is then very happy, happier and happier. It's a very light, very light. You feel lighter and lighter. So to actually describe the whole 12 steps is not easy because it's just theory. But you can actually look at it in the Anapanasati, yeah, in my slide, look at the sutta, then you actually can go through that. But the whole step, the whole 12 step is actually to bring the body until the body is so relaxed that you don't even feel the body anymore. Only you're aware of the mind. And that's where the mind then becomes very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Even the thought comes up, you're not interested in it. You will just come back to being aware of the breath. Very, very quiet. Until the mind is quiet there, then when you do the vipassana, it is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. The moment you contemplate, where did the thought comes? How did it arise? You can see it. Yeah, that's why this 12 step is actually very important. Yeah, I hope that gives you a brief idea of what this Anapanasati 12 step is all about. Okay, Leong Sui Kuen, right? Any more questions?
If there's no more questions from the audience, then I'll ask another questions.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of coming back to the issue where you mentioned that when we during the difficult situation in daily life, like for example, we have a stage fright, right? Stage fright.
Stage fright, yes.
You have to go out and give a talk, and the fear can be very debilitating.
Yes.
And I can still remember I had once that kind of experience once when I was very young, and it's kind of so debilitating that when you give a talk, your legs will be trembling all the time,
Yes.
uncontrollably.
Yes.
And the how to say, for this kind of situation, I mean, if the fear is so debilitating, I wonder if you can actually manage to look at the breath at any point and come down, because it's so overpowering.
Right. That's why this is a practice. You cannot do it only when you need it. Right? You have to practice it now. Start the practice of bringing the mind to calmness. It is a practice that until you become very natural, very natural. That's why we always recommend, or the teachers will say, do it daily. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it is okay. As long as you do it every day, then you are getting into the step, yeah, the process is very natural to you. The process is very natural. So the moment you feel the fear arising, you know already, I have a way to get out of this fear. Take a deep breath. Just know I'm breathing. Yeah, relax my body. Because this is very natural already. But if you have not been practicing and you say, come to my breath, sorry lah, no way you can do it lah. Yeah, because it takes some practice for the mind. Because what we are training is the mind. The mind we have been, in a way, all our action has been training the mind to do like that. Go up on stage, fear, fear, fear. That's what we have been training our mind. So now we have to retrain our mind. And to retrain that, it takes some time, right? So that's why we need to do it every day to know, okay, this is how I can get into calmness. Oh, I can get into it already very easy. So when the fear arises, you know you can go into calmness because you have been practicing it. Okay? So you need to practice. Sorry, no shortcut. No shortcut. Okay?
Okay, thank you for the answer. There are two more questions coming in, so I'll read the first one. The first one from Daisy O. When during meditation, I always feel pain on the leg. How to overcome it?
This is a very common experience. Yeah. So first thing is we have to check ourselves. We have to know whether we have a knee problem or anything. Yeah. Then if we don't have that, and when we sit, we also have to check our sitting. The way we check, we sit, are we putting any pressure on our legs? Yeah, these are some of the things we can check ourselves before before we start our meditation. Because sometimes we just sit there and then we start already. But your body and your legs, we are have been in a stressful situation, and you just sit like that, it cannot. Then the body become more stressed. So we have to also relax the whole body and check our legs, whether is it in a relaxed position, there's no pressure anywhere. So once we have checked that, we know we are in a comfortable position. Then we can see whether this leg pain, whether is it really because of our physical condition, or is it a meditation condition? Yeah, that one you need to be aware of, and actually you need a teacher to be able to tell you. But once you have practiced some time, you will be able to tell whether is it a meditation experience or is it because of our sitting posture. All right. And if it becomes too painful, don't endure. No point in suffering. Meditation is not supposed to be suffering. We should have some joy in it. When we have this pain and it becomes unbearable, change posture. Just relax it. Or maybe if you're sitting cross-legged, don't sit cross-legged. Just put the feet down on the chair. Sit on the chair and put your leg down. Be in a comfortable position. Yeah, but if the pain continue to come, most probably chances are it's a meditation experience. Then you need a teacher to be able to guide you out. Basically, you have to learn to let go. Let go of the pain. The pain is actually in the mind. Yeah? Meditation is very interesting. You really discover a lot about how our mind is grasping at the pain. The moment you're able to let it go, the pain is not there anymore. Yeah, yeah. It's a journey of discovery when you go through a meditation practice. Okay, yeah. I hope that answers your question. Huh? The next one.
Next one is from Supani. The question is how to overcome drowsiness during meditation.
Okay, this is a very common experience also, drowsiness and sleeping, especially when we are very tired the whole day, we've been working very hard. When we try to sit, definitely the first thing is we will down. The mind will actually do fishing, the head fishing already. But okay, so the first thing we have to do again is check ourselves. If we are very tired, take a rest first. Important, take a rest first. Don't try to meditate because you will be struggling there, trying to stay awake, but you're so tired. We also need to care for our body. Yeah, we have to have compassion for ourselves, right? Take a break first, relax. Yeah, do something that makes you relax. Maybe go to the garden, listen to music. Yeah, just try and relax and calm down for a while. Then only you go into your practice. That is to make sure physically we are ready for our practice. Yeah. Then after that, now again when we meditate, this is again how our mind is. Our mind is so used to running here and there, thinking. Now we are training the mind to actually stop the thinking, don't wander away, come back to the breath, yeah, and be aware of the breath. Now the mind finds very boring, right? So boring, I cannot think. That is why training of this mind is so important. Practice, train the mind, come back. When you find your mind going asleep, take a deep breath. Hey, you're going asleep. Mindful of your breath again. We have to retrain our mind. This is not boring. This is interesting. Remember, there's a joy when you can get into this calmness. There is a joy. There's peacefulness. That is how we can actually help ourselves to overcome this drowsiness. Because this drowsiness is the mind getting bored, getting lazy. I don't want to do it. I like to do thing here, thing there, fly here, fly there. All right. So this is one way. Yeah, one way to overcome, to tell the mind, hey, there's something better. There is something better. Yeah. When you know your breath, just be with the breath. It is very nice. It is very pleasant. So we have to also encourage ourselves to carry on, to go on with the practice. Then you will find that joy. That's why so many people really like to meditate, because they find that joy. This is just initial stage. Once you overcome this, meditation is really wonderful. Really wonderful. Okay, it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. So meditation is actually a discovery journey. Yeah, we start from where we are with the mind wandering around, bring it to a calm state, and then we can really see how our mind thinks, how our habitual tendency, of liking this, disliking this, angry with this, jealous with this. You can really see all that. You can really see all that. And once you see all that, then you can do something about it. And that's how meditation can help us to actually be able to let go of all of this. And really help us and make us a different person, a better person, Okay?